This is Beat After Beat coming to you live from the rainy streets of the Motor City. 56 degrees, cloudy on this Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. Hard rock and heavy metal in your face, metal up your ass. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Lightning Strikes Again, the world premiere. That's right, the world premiere, Lightning Strikes Again, covering today in the spotlight we have ANVIL. Following by ANTHRAX. Special guest today, HELLOWEEN. Special guest HELLOWEEN. The biography, discography of HELLOWEEN, as well as the tour dates, 22-23 for HELLOWEEN. We have tour dates coming up. Welcome everybody to the show, world premiere, Lightning Strikes Again. Hard rock and heavy metal in your face. Hello, welcome
if
to
our
the
water
show.
isn't
Welcome
clean,
to the
safe,
show.
and protected, not much else matters.
Welcome to the show. This is the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again with your host Beat After Beat, coming to you live. Today we have in the spotlight, we have ANTHRAX, ANVIL, special guest HELLOWEEN. Happy Halloween, everybody. We have HELLOWEEN as a special guest today here on the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. TWP is in the house. Much love to you. What's truth? Hey, hope all is well today. Much love. Well, here we go. World premiere. Lightning Strikes Again. Hard rock and heavy metal in your face. 4 people in the house. Thank you so much for the love.
If our water isn't clean,
as well as new releases today. New releases, hard and heavy, in your face, new releases, biographies today, discographies today, special guest Helloween. With tour dates, Helloween is out there. Touring. Paula is in the house. Much love to you. Happy Helloween back at you. In the spotlight today we have Helloween, ANVIL, ANTHRAX. Welcome to the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. Let's begin with ANVIL. ANVIL is a Canadian heavy metal band, Canadian hard rock heavy metal band out there. ANVIL, Lightning Strikes. Thank you, TWP. Much love to you. ANVIL, world premiere, Lightning Strikes Again. ANVIL, Canadian group that laid the foundation of North American speed metal, influencing bands like Metallica, Pantera, and Slayer. Active 1970s to 2020s, formed in 1978, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, under the pop rock, hard rock, heavy metal, speed thrash metal, also known as Lips. Group members: Christopher Christ Robertson, Dave Allison, Glenn Five, Glenn Glorify, Ian Dickinson, Ivan Hurd, Rob Reiner, Steve Lips, Mike Duncan, Sebastian Mario. 10 minutes into the show, this is the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again, hard rock and heavy metal up your ass on this Halloween edition. It says this. Built for speed. Not for me. World premiere, Lightning Strikes Again, ANVIL. Toronto Canadian ANVIL were one of the first North American bands to push the sound and style of new wave of British heavy metal one step further, in depth to the likes of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, and many others from across the Atlantic. ANVIL nonetheless played louder, faster, and heavier than their heroes, in the process laying the groundwork for the thrash movement that took over heavy metal's underground in the 80s. ANVIL's second and third album, Metal on Metal and Forged in Fire, made significant waves in the metal community in 1982 and 83, but despite the respect of musicians and metalheads alike, stardom was not to be theirs. Geographic isolation, label and management difficulties, and shifting musical trends all conspired against them, leaving them largely the province of cutlass and collectors just a few short years later. Untaunted, ANVIL soldiered on, continuing to record and tour whenever possible. In 2009, a documentary film by the band's former teenage roadie helped break them to the broader audience they never found in their prime. The Metalers issued their 19th studio album, Impact is Imminent, in 2022. Impact is Imminent by ANVIL. ANVIL were formed in Toronto in 1978 by childhood friend Steve Lips, vocal guitars, Rob Reiner, drums. They had been playing music together since their teens. Initially known as Lips, the band added bassist Ian Dickinson and rhythm guitarist Dave Allison, and in 1980 recorded an independent album titled Hard and Heavy, which introduced their sexual exploitations, zany antics. ANVIL's musical contributions were very real. Their latest songs were some of the earliest speed metal laid to wax, while jazz-trained drummer Rob Reiner set new technical standards for the band, including pioneering the double bass drum technique that's become a staple of much extreme metal scene. Upon signing to the Canadian independent label Attic Records, the band changed its name to ANVIL and reissued Hard and Heavy. With an updated cover in 1981. Their groundbreaking second album, Metal on Metal, adopted a much faster, heavier style and took the metal underground by storm. ANVIL snagged opening slots of tours with the likes of Iron Maiden and Motorhead, among others, and played significant festival dates in Japan and England. The 1983 follow-up, Forged in Fire, refined Anvil's signature sound while adding more musical variety and furthered their growing following. Anvil's success stopped right there. Through seeking a better stateside deal, the band's manager asked Attic to release them from their contract, but a new label offer never materialized. While the band hung into limbo, heavy metal exploded. A wave of hook heavy pop metal bands conquered the mainstream, while allowed Anvil fans like Metallica, Slayer, and Anthrax, the latter of which started out playing Anvil covers, captured the genre into new realms of heaviness, far beyond anything else Anvil had ever recorded. Attic issued a collection of hits and outtakes called Backwaxed in 1985, but the official follow-up to Forged in Fire, Strength of Steel, wasn't released until 4 years later in 1987 when the band licensed it to Metal Blade Records. Creatively disappointing, Strength of Steel effectively killed what little modem Anvil had left. They recovered somewhat on 1988's heavier Pound for Pound, which featured trademark sex songs like Safe Sex and Toe Jam, as well as the hockey anthem Blood on the Ice. You gotta remember, Anvil is from Toronto, Canada. But it was too late. Dave Allison left the band in 1989 and was replaced by Sebastian Marino, but not before the release of that year's Past and Present Live in Concert. Marino's only album with Anvil was 1991's Worth the Wait, a darker thrasher outing than anything that they'd previously done. It too failed to catch on, and was followed by a lengthy recording drought. Ian Dickinson called it quits in 1993, replaced by Mike Duncan. Marino left to join Overkill in 1995 and was replaced by Ian Hurd, while Duncan departed a year later in favor of new bassist Glenn Five. Thus reconstructing Anvil, signed with Canadian indie Hypnotic Records, and issued the comeback album Plunged in Permanent in 1996, which continued the heavy, serious directions of its predecessors. Released in 1997, Absolutely No Alternative returned to the band's tradition of sex songs, with offerings like Show Me Your Tits and Hair Pie. Can't make this up from Anvil. Speed of Sound appeared in 1999 and found Reiner experimenting with the blast beat technique for which he'd helped lay the groundwork. However, the band went with a somewhat lighter, more classic metal style for the next several albums. 2001's Plenty of Power, which featured a tribute to pro wrestling, 2002's Still Going Strong, and 2004's Back to Basics. In 2005, Anvil were connected by a former roadie whom they met as a teenager while touring England. Had grown up to become a screenwriter, most notably penning the Steven Spielberg directed the terminal and wanted to film a documentary about his old friends. The result, ANVIL, the story of ANVIL. ANVIL efforts to tour Europe and to record their 13th album, titled This Is 13, which reunited them with their early 80s producer. Without a label, ANVIL opted to maximize profits by selling the album through their own website following Heard's exit from the band. The film became a hit on the festival circuit in 2008 and was released in the UK in February 2009. Within 2 months, it became the highest grossing rock documentary in the UK history and was quickly snapped up by VH1 for American distribution. ANVIL, the story of ANVIL, was released in the US to glowing reviews in April 2009. And the band supported it with live gigs at a series of screenings around the country. In 2010, a remastered re-release of 1989's Past and Present arrived on Roadrunner Records, followed in 2011 by Juggernaut of Justice. After nearly 35 years of rockin', the band's 15th album, Hope in Hell, arrived in 2013. In 2016, ANVIL unleashed a new slab titled Anvil is Anvil. The album was recorded in Germany with producer Martin Pfeiffer and featured new bassist Chris Robertson. The band returned just 2 years after with their second record to feature Robinson on bass. Pounding the Pavement was once again recorded in Germany, but this band was George God Thornton. For their 18th album, ANVIL once again returned to Sound Dodge Studios in Germany with Unken and Pfeiffer mixing and producing. The resulting album, Legal at Last, was issued at the beginning of 2020 by AFM Records. 2 years later, the band issued their 19th long player, Impact is Imminent. There you have it, the biography of ANVIL. Lightning Strikes Again, world premiere here at Beat After Beat on this Halloween. Take a break and see who's in the chat. Loose for Words, Tennessee. Whoa, Loose for Words. Carpenter's in the house. Margie TV is in the house. Whoa. Puto Puto out there in the Philippines. Margie TV. Go check out Margie TV. She's out there in the Philippines. Her and I've been friends for over 5 years. Good morning, Margie. Yeah, check her out, guys. She's a lot of fun. Carpenter. Boo. 26 minutes into the show, and I just went over the discography or biography of ANVIL. And this is the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. Welcome, welcome. We got ANVIL on the board right now. Metal in Your Face. Coming to you live from the streets of the Motor City. Up next, we got the discography of ANVIL. Coming to you shortly. Or maybe not. Got to come up here with my notes. Typical Monday. Going to give it a minute or two to load up my discography. All right, my notes are up. 29 minutes into the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again, Metal Up Your Ass. Coming to you live from the rainy streets on this Halloween Monday in the Motor City. The discography of ANVIL, Canadian hard rock and heavy metal band out there in Toronto, Canada. 1981's Hard and Heavy on Attic Records, 3 stars. 1982's Metal on Metal, Attic Records, 4.5 stars. 1983's Forged in Fire on Attic Records, 4.5 stars. 1987's Pound for Pound, The End, 1.5 stars. 1987's Strength of Steel, The End Records, 3 stars. 1989's Past Present, Live in Concert, Metal Blade Records, 4 stars. 1991's Worth the Wait on The End Records, 3 stars. 1997's Plunged in Permanent, Metal Blade Records, 3 stars. 2000, Speed of Sound on Hypnotic Records, 3 stars. 2001's Plenty of Power, Hypnotic Records, 3 stars. 2002's Absolutely No Alternative on Massacre Records, 2.5 stars. 2004's Back to Basics on Escape Music, 3.5 stars. 2009's This Is 13 on VH1 Classic Records, 4 stars. 2011's Juggernaut of Justice, The End Records, 3 stars. 2013's Hope in Hell on The End Records, 3 stars. 2016's Anvil is Anvil on Steamhammer Records, no stars. 2018's Pounding the Pavement on Steamhammer Records, 3 stars. 2020's Legal at Last on AFM Records, no stars. 2022's Impact is Imminent on AFM Records. 2022's Anvil's latest, Impact is Imminent. Coming to you live here from the Motor City world premiere, Lightning Strikes Again, heavy metal, hard rock and heavy metal up your ass. And that completes the discography of Anvil, a hard rock heavy metal band out there in Toronto, Canada. Welcome, welcome everybody. Next up in the spotlight, we have Anthrax. With special guest, HELLOWEEN. Big show today, people. It's a world premiere. Lightning Strikes Again, metal up your ass, hard rock and heavy metal. Tour dates, new releases, biographies, discographies. All right, let's do this. Anthrax, one of the most innovative bands to speed metal, and one of the first metal groups to collaborate with rap artists. Active 1980s to 2020s, formed in June 1981 in New York City, New York, under the pop rock, heavy metal, speed thrash metal, rap metal. Group members: Scott Ian, Joey Belladonna, Frank Bello, John Bush, Paul Crook, Dan Nielsen, Greg Walls, Bob Berry, Dave Weiss, Jason Rosenfield, John Conley, and Matt Fallon. Video guys in the house, what's up? How are you? Happy Halloween. Good, because I'm doing the discography and discography of Anthrax today on this Halloween special. Waiting for my notes to pull up. Your typical Monday. $36 in the show, waiting for my notes to come up for Anthrax on this world premiere Lightning Strikes Again show with Beat After Beat. I'm supposed to be on the bus. I forgot my backpack. I can't stay long, sorry. We'll catch the show when you can. Thanks for showing up and happy Halloween to you, video guy. Waiting for my notes to pull up. It's taking forever. Bear with me. Waiting for my notes to pull up for Anthrax. Still waiting for my notes. Waiting for my notes to download. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. World premiere, Lightning Strikes Again, Metal Up Your Ass. We just went over Anvil, the biography, discography of Anvil, a hard rock Canadian band out there. Next up in the spotlight is Anthrax, the biography. Nearly as much as Metallica and Megadeth, Anthrax was responsible for the emergence of speed and thrash metal, combining the speed and fury of hardcore punk with the prominent guitars and vocals of heavy metal. They helped create a new subgenre of heavy metal on their early albums. Original guitarists Scott Ian and Dan Spitz were a formidable pair, spitting out lightning fast riffs and solos that never seemed unlike Metallica or Megadeth. They had the good sense of to temper their often serious music with a healthy dose of humor and realism. After the first album, Fistful of Metal, singer Joey Belladonna and bassist Frank Bello joined the lineup. Belladonna helped take the band farther away from conventional metal cliches, and over the next 5 albums, with the exception of 1988's State of Euphoria, where the band sounded like it was in a creative straitjacket, Anthrax arguably became the leaders of speed metal. As the 80s became the 90s, they also began to increase their experiments with hip-hop, culminating in a tour with Public Enemy in 1991, and a joint re-recording of Public Enemy's classic Bring the Noise. The remainder of the decade saw the band continuing to both flex and expand its sonic muscle, but lineup changes and label woes remained a constant stress throughout, and by 2003 they were only playing very little bit out there. In 2010, after a 7-year hiatus, Anthrax reconvened for Worship Music, a return to form that many called their most potent offering since 1990's persistence of time. After their peak period in the late 1980s, Anthrax kicked Belladonna out of the band in 1992 and replaced him with ex-Armour Saint vocalist John Bush, a singer who was rougher and deeper, fitting most metal conventions perfectly. Subsequently, their sound became less unique and their audience shrank slightly as a consequence. And after signing to Elektra in 1993, Sound of White Noise, the group left the label. And after just one more album, 1995's Stump 442, at that point Anthrax, now a four-piece consisting of Ian, Bush, Bello, and drummer Charlie Bernetti, built their own studio in Yonkers, New York, and after a 3-year return with their Ignition label debut, Volume 8, The Threat Is Real, Anthrax's very first hits collection, was released in 1999, titled Return of the Killer A's, Best Of. It was also their first release for the Beyond label. The album included a cover of Ball of Confusion, which featured a duet between current former Bush and former vocalist Belladonna. A proposed tour that was included both vocalists was announced, but on the eve of its launch, Belladonna pulled out, reportedly for monetary reasons. The tour carried on as Anthrax signed on to participate in a package tour during the summer of 2000 with Motley Crue and Megadeth, but left the tour after only playing a handful of dates. Anthrax appeared on the Twisted Sister tribute album Twisted Forever in 2001, covering the track Destroyer, and began recording their next album the next year. In addition, guitarist Ian found time to regularly host the metal television program Rock Show on VH1. Plus, he appeared as part of the fictional metal band Titanium in the film Run Ronnie Run. VH1 programming heads eventually replaced Ian with Sebastian Bach, but the band was ready to head back into the studio anyway. New guitarist Bob, I don't want to butcher this. With the new guitarist, Anthrax joined in the spring of 2002, just in time for the recording of A Year Later. Anthrax made their Sanctuary debut with We're Come For You All. The band's dynamic and changed, and touring in support of that album was met with overwhelming success. The CD-DVD set Music of Mass Destruction live in Chicago, which arrived in spring 2004, celebrated Anthrax's 2 decades in the business. Then in 2005, Anthrax's entire original lineup of Ian, Spitz, Belladonna, Bernetti, and Bello reunited for a tour and the CD-DVD retrospective anthology No Hit Wonders 1985 to 1991. Anthrax also issued a Live 2, recorded during their summer 2005 reunion tour. In 2007, Dan Nelson, formerly of the group Devil Eyes, took over vocal duties. The band announced the return of vocalist John Bush in 2009. Though the stint was never deemed permanent. The vocal shifted again the following year with an announcement that Belladonna was returning to the fold for future shows and beginning work on a new Anthrax album. resulting worship music, the band's 10th studio album, and the first to feature original material since 2003's We've Come For You All, was released on September 13, 2011. Worship music was a strong comeback that earned the group a Grammy nomination, and Anthrax followed it up with some dumb fun in the form of 2013's EP of 70s classics rock covers titled Anthems. Shortly before the EP was released, another member of Anthrax left the group, and he was replaced by Shadowfall guitarist Jonathan Donos. During live dates in August, he officially became Anthrax's lead guitarist. The group began working on a new studio album in late 2013. A live DVD titled "Chilly on Hell" appeared in 2014. The following year, they toured with Volbeat, whom joined after leaving Anthrax. The group's 11th studio album, For All Kings, was released in February 2016. Anthrax then toured with Iron Maiden, opening up for the metal legends during the Latin American leg of their Book of Souls World Tour. In 2018, the band released King Among Scotland, a concert film album recorded on February 15, 2017 at Glasgow's Bat Ballroom. I cannot pronounce that. The band's 40th anniversary, Anthrax staged a global live stream event in 2021 at the Los Angeles Soundstage studio, where they performed a 2-hour set of Ian's favorites and deep cuts. The concert film XL, which included the entire performance as well as rehearsals, footage, and a Scott Ian-led walking tour of formative New York locations, was released in 2022 by Nuclear Blast Records. That completes the discography of Anthrax. World premiere, Lightning Strikes Again, coming to you live here from the rainy streets of the Motor City. We just completed the biography of ANVIL and the discography, as well as the biography of Anthrax. Coming up, the discography of Anthrax. Later on in the show, we have a special Halloween treat, and that band would be Helloween. I also have Helloween's tour dates for 2022-2023. Roadhog is in the house. Much love. Popcorn. Take a little break here. 55 minutes into the show. World premiere, Lightning Strikes Again. Metal Up Your Ass. Coming to you live from the studio of Beat After Beat. We just covered the biography and discography of ANVIL. Take a little break here. It's a lot of reading. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. World premiere, another show. I'm beginning to get real busy here on Beat After Beat. I got Bio Mondays, I got New Release Tuesdays, I got Red Light District, and now Lightning Strikes Again. 4 shows. Up next is the discography of Anthrax. 1984's Fistful of Metal on Megaforce Records, 2 stars. 1984's A Fistful of Noise on Great American Broadcast Company Records, 2 stars. 1985's Armed and Dangerous on Megaforce Records, 3 stars. 1985's Spreading the Disease on Island Records, 4 stars. 1987's Among the Living, Island Megaforce Records, 4.5 stars. 1988's State of Euphoria on Island Megaforce Records, 2.5 stars. 1990's Persistent of Time on Island Records, 4 stars. 1993's Twin Set, no stars. Don't even know what label they're on, but in 1993 Anthrax released Twin Set. 1993's Sound of White Noise on Elektra Records, 3 stars. 1995's Stump 442 on Elektra Records, 2 stars. 1998's Volume 8, The Threat Is Real on Tommy Boy Records, 2.5 stars. 2003's We've Come For You All on Sanctuary Records, 4 stars. 2004's Music of Mass Destruction Live from Chicago on Sanctuary Records, 4 stars. 2005's Alive 2, The Music, Sanctuary Records, 4 stars. 2009's Feel the Noise on Authorized on MDD Records, no stars. 2009's Feel the Noise Unauthorized. 2010's The Big Four live from Sofia, Bulgaria on Warner Records, 4 stars. 2011's Worship Music on Megaforce Records, 3.5 stars. 2016's For All Kings on Megaforce Records, 3.5 stars. 2018's Kings Among Scotland live on Megaforce Records, no stars. And the latest from Anthrax 2022's XL, Megaforce Records, no stars yet, just released, freshly released 2022's XL Megaforce. That is your discography of Anthrax, as well as the discography of Anthrax. Now we're into the show. We just went over biography and discography of ANVIL. We just did the biography, discography of ANTHRAX. Special Halloween guest today is Halloween Detroit. Special guest today, Halloween, along with tour dates, upcoming tour dates with Halloween. Welcome to the show. Thank you for showing up. Happy Halloween to you. Hope you are too. Much love. Alpha. Special guest on this Halloween, October 31st, 2022. We have Halloween. Innovative German group whose vision of high-speed power metal made them one of the prime European rock bands to emerge in the 80s. Active 1980s to 2020s. Helloween formed in 1984 in Hamburg, Germany, under the pop rock, heavy metal, power metal, progressive metal, speed thrash metal. I'm not going to butcher their names. They're German. Group members: Michael, Marcus, Andy, Roland, Michael again, Danny, Mark, to name a few of the members of Helloween. I'm going to do the biography. Special guest today is Helloween on this world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. Once again, bringing up my notes for Helloween special guest today. An hour and 5 minutes in the show. Welcome everybody. Big day here. World premiere, Lightning Strikes Again, coming to you live from the rainy streets of the Motor City on this Halloween 2022. If I can come up with my notes. And I lost connection. Bear with me. Bear with me. Having technical difficulties on my notes. Trying to bring up the biography of Helloween, today's special Helloween guest here on the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. Yeah, here we go. This is a German heavy metal band. Helloween on Halloween. You can check out ANTHRAX, ANVIL, and Helloween in my playlist down below in the created playlist. I put down a few albums by all of these guys. Helloween. Alongside Switzerland's Celtic Frost and Sweden's Bathory, Germany's Helloween are possibly the most influential heavy metal band to come out of Europe during the 80s by taking the hard riffing and minor key melodies handed down from metal masters like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden, and infusing them with the speed and energy introducing by the thrash metal movement. Helloween crystallized the sonic ingredients of what is now known as power metal. The group hit their commercial peak in the late '80s with the release of 2 volumes, Keeper of the Seven Keys, which helped make them a benchmark by which most every power metal band is measured. Their rise was interrupted by initial strife and unfortunate business decisions, but Helloween took their hard rock lessons in stride and continued to prosper well into the 2010s and 2020s in the international metal arena on their own terms. Helloween was formed in Hamburg, Germany by guitarist Hansen and Michael, bassist Marcus, and drummer Ingo, originally named Second Hell and then Iron Fist before morphing into Helloween in 1982. They signed with Germany's own Fletching Noise International 2 years later, with Hansen also handling vocals and the bulk and songwriting duties. The quartet recorded its self-titled debut mini-album in early 1985, the full-length Walls of Jericho, and the Judas maxi single followed in the year after. And the media was soon buzzing over the band's thrash-fueled interpretation of classic heavy metal. Countless fans across continental Europe were also fast converting to the band's cause, but Hansen remained dissatisfied with his singing ability and felt Helloween needed a proper frontman in order to achieve their full potential. Enter teenage vocalist Michael, whose high-pitched delivery followed in the footsteps of previous heavy metal banshees like Rob Halford and Bruce Dickinson. Yes, Helloween does sound a lot like Iron Maiden. The new chemistry proved as explosive on stage as it did in the studio, and with their classic lineup now intact, Helloween were ready for the big time. Returning to the studio in early 1987, the band emerged in May with Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1, a landmark recording that arguably remains the single most influential power metal album to date. Its combination of power and melody would inspire an entire generation of metal bands and transform Helloween into bona fide superstars all over Europe and the UK, even making tentative inroads into America at the time. The band toured resistantly for the rest of the year and into 1988, including a lengthy opening stint with Iron Maiden. But despite this manic work schedule, Helloween still found time to record the title Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2. Released in September 1988, the record was another blockbuster that crashed the UK Top 30. But its uneven songwriting, especially from longtime leader Kjell Hansen, revealed the beginnings of a major band crisis. Helloween's watershed performances at that year's Gunington Monsters of Rock Festival proved to be their crowning glory. But for Hansen, his dream come true also represented the culminations of his ambitions for the group. Shockingly, the guitarist soon announced his departure from the band he had helmed to the top, claiming that Helloween were now too big a beast for him to control. He would soon make a fresh start with a new outfit called Gamma Ray, which to no one's surprise sounded remarkably like Helloween. But the remaining members of Helloween were about to let their shot at stardom slip away, and after drafting former Rampage guitarist Ronald, they got right back to work with a sold-out tour of the UK. Impressed by the band's momentum, giant EMI Records, stepped in and offered to sign Helloween away from their ever-troubled Noise Records, but in doing so wound up igniting a legal dispute that would sideline the groups for nearly 2 years. Several live albums, Live in the UK, in Europe, Keepers Live in Japan, and I Want Out Live in the US, were released to distract fans during the hard times, and the bands obtained added support from the mighty Sanctuary management team, Iron Maiden, Wasp, etc., to boot. Confident that they'd accumulate little, if any, rust from their extended layoff, Helloween finally returned to action with Pink Bubbles Go 8 in 1991. But no amount of EMI or Sanctuary muscle could compensate for the scattered, unfocused songwriting that dominated the album. Furthermore, the band's quickery attempts at humor had grown so forced that fans weren't sure what to make of furious metal anthems. With names like the title track and heavy metal Hamsters, the record bombed in no uncertain terms, as did its even more schizophrenic followed-up Camelton, recorded in 1983 by an obviously shell-shocked band. Its poor showing only exacerbated growing internal dimensions, which culminated with the ousting of both Kay of a solo career due to drug-related physical and mental health issues. Fair-weathered friends EMI and Sanctuary also decided to cut their losses at this time. Very hard to read. Rodenhag, how are you? Very, very huge day here. World premiere, Lightning Strikes Again. Just covered the discography of ANVIL, along with ANTHRAX, discography of ANTHRAX. Special guest today, because it's Halloween, we have the German band Helloween. And where was I? Leaving the shattered remains of Helloween to fend for themselves, attempting to regroup as fast as possible, Helloween brought in new singer Andy and drummer Uli Al-Kush to record 1994's Master of the Rings, a small but determined step in the right direction. Then tragedy struck when former drummer Ingo, a diagnosed maniac depressive whose worsening condition had been partly to blame for his dismissal, took his own life, throwing himself in front of a train near his native Hamburg, Germany. Shaken to the core by as driven as ever, Helloween dedicated 1996's "The Time of the Oath" to their fallen friend, and consequently the album turned out to be the strongest since their glory days, doing much to resurrect their career. The ensuing tour spawned the double disc set High Live, and confirmed the band's return to form as major players in the international metal arena. In Europe and Japan, they were arguably bigger than ever. Helloween continued to prosper with 1998's "Better Than Raw", 1999's "Metal Jukebox" covers albums, and 2000's "Brooding: The Dark Ride", and not even the departure of longtime members Rapal and Koch could slow them for long. Now regarded as elder statesmen of Euro metal, Helloween celebrated their achievements with 2002's Treasure Chest Greatest Hits set. This was followed by 2003's Rabbits Don't Come Easy, which introduced a new guitarist and featured Motorhead's Mikkey Dee. Mikkey Dee's a very excellent drummer. Mikkey Dee used to be in King Diamond. I believe that's where he started from. Mikkey Dee guesting on drums until a permanent replacement could be found. XUDO. UDO is Accept Related Metal Band, UDO, Running Wild, and many more. Left the group in 2005 and was replaced by Rawhead Rex drummer Danny, who appeared on that year's critically acclaimed Keeper of the Seven Keys, The Legacy, Gambling with the Devil, which has been cited by fans as long as being one of the group's best and in the era releases, arrived in 2007 and was followed by the hard-hitting Seven Sinners in 2010. Their fourth album, their 14th album, Straight Out of Hell, arrived on the N Records in early 2013. By My God-Given Right in May 2015, the latter of which marked the group's return to Nuclear Blast Records in 2016, and Hansen and Michael rejoined the group for a planned 2017-2018 tour, performing their respective Helloween works. A single, The Rousing Pumpkins United, arrived in 2017, followed in 2018 by Straight or Starlight, a deluxe limited edition box set containing all the band's Noise Records recordings, including material that has been long out of print. The 2019 live set, United Alive in Madrid, was recorded during the 2017 show in Spain and featured the dueling vocals along Hansen's lead guitar. 2 years later, the band released their 16th studio LP, which marked the first Helloween album to include Hansen since 1988's Keeper of the Seventh Key Part 2, and the first effort was since 1993. There you have it, the biography of Helloween. Up next is the discography of Helloween. Today's special guest on the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. Heavy metal, hard rock and heavy metal, up your ass, coming to you live from the rainy streets of Michigan. The discography of Helloween, 1986's Walls of Jericho on Noise Records, 3 stars. 1987's Helloween mini LP on Noise Records, 3 stars. 1987's Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 on RCA Records, 4.5 stars. 1988's Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, RCA Records, 3 stars. 1989's I Want Out live on Spitfire Records, 1.5 stars. 1989's Live in the UK on EMI Music Distribution, 1.5 stars. 1991's Pink Bubbles Go Ape on Sanctuary Records, 2 stars. 1994's Chameleon on Sanctuary Never Records Group Records, 2 stars. 1994's Master of the Rings on BMG Rights Management Sanctuary Records, 3 stars. 1994's Mr. Ego on Import Records, 3 stars. 1996's The Time of the Oath on Sanctuary Records, 3 stars. 1996's High Life, High Live on Castle Music Limited, 4 stars. 1998's Better Than Raw, Sanctuary Records, 4 stars. 1999's Metal Jukebox, Sanctuary Records, 3 stars. 2000's I Can on JVC Compact Disc, 3 stars. 2000's The Dark Ride on Nuclear Blast Records, 4 stars. 2002's Karaoke Remix Soul Records, no stars. 2003's Rabbits Don't Come Easy, Nuclear Blast Records, 4 stars. 2005's Keeper of the Seven Keys, The Legacy on Steamhammer Records, 4.5 stars. 2006's The Singles Box, Volume 1, 1985 to 1992, Sanctuary Records, 3.5 stars. 2007's Keeper of the Seven Keys, The Legacy World Tour, 2005-2006. Steamhammer SPV Records, 3.5 stars. 2007's Gambling with the Devil, Steamhammer, 2 stars. 2010's Are You Metal, JVC Music, no stars. 2010's Seven Sinners on The End Records, 3 stars. 2013's Straight Out of Hell on The End Records, 3 stars. 2015's My God Given Right on Atomic Fire Nuclear Blast Records, 3 stars. 2018's Starlight on Noise Records, no stars. 2019's United Alive on Atomic Fire Nuclear Blast Records, no stars. And 2021's self-titled Helloween on Universal Records, 4 stars. That completes the discography of Helloween. Helloween is on tour 2020 to 2023, and they are the special guest here. They are the special guest. Helloween is the special guest here on the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again with your host, Beat After Beat. And we're not done with Halloween just yet. We have upcoming tour dates by the band. Happy Halloween, everyone, or Halloween. Hour and 32 minutes on the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again, hard rock heavy metal up your ass. All right. Halloween tour dates. We got Halloween tour dates coming live here in my hometown. Halloween is playing May 24th, 2023, Wednesday, 6 p.m. at the Royal Oak Music Theater, Royal Oak, Michigan. May 24th, 2023, Halloween. December 9th, 2022, Friday, 7:30 p.m., Halloween and Hammers Fall United Forces Tour 2022 is rescheduled for May 1st, 2022 in Frankfurt, Germany. December 9th, 2022, Halloween and Hammerfall, Friday at 7:30 p.m. in Frankfurt, Germany. Halloween and Hammerfall, December 11th, 2022, Sunday at 7:30 p.m. 54 tickets still remain for the Halloween show in Germany with special guest Hammerfall. December 13th, 2022. Halloween rescheduled from September 29th, 2020. December 13th, 2022. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Switzerland. Halloween will be playing. Halloween rescheduled from October 11th, 2020. February 3rd, 2023. Friday, September at 7 p.m. Barcelona, Spain. Halloween is rescheduled from the October 11th, 2020 show. 158 tickets remaining for this event. Halloween rescheduled from October 12th, 2020. Last event in Madrid, February 4th, 23, Saturday, 7 p.m. in Madrid, Spain. Halloween rescheduled from April 8th, 2022 to February 4th, 2023, Saturday, 7 p.m. 63 tickets remaining for this event in Madrid, Spain by Halloween. Halloween and Hammerfall rescheduled from March 25th, 2022 to April 28th, 2023, Friday, 7 p.m. in Norway. Halloween rescheduled from October 31st, 2020 to April 29th, 2023, Saturday, 8 p.m. 11 tickets remaining for this event. Halloween rescheduled from October 29th, 2020 to May 1st, 2023, Monday, 7 p.m. in Finland. 31 tickets remaining for this event. Halloween rescheduled from October 27th, 2020 to May 2nd, 2023, Tuesday, 7 p.m. in Estonia. 4 tickets remain for that show in Estonia. Halloween rescheduled from October 16th, 2020 to May 5th, 2023, Friday, 8 p.m. in Germany. Halloween rescheduled from May 29th, 2021 to May 5th, 2023, Friday, 8 p.m. in Germany. Helloween rescheduled from April 29th, 2022 to May 5th, 2023, Friday, 8 p.m. Germany. Helloween, May 5th, 2023, Friday, 8 p.m. Germany. Helloween, May 6th, 2023, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Germany. Helloween rescheduled from April 2nd, 2022 to May 6th, 2023, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Hamburg, Germany. Helloween in Hammerfall, May 6th, 2023, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Hamburg, Germany. Helloween, May 13th, 2023, Saturday, 7:15 p.m. Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas at the factory. Helloween, May 16th, 2023, Tuesday, 6 p.m. St. Petersburg, Florida. Helloween United Forces Tour, May 18, 2023, at the Fillmore Silver Springs, Minnesota. 2023, May 18, Thursday, 7:15 p.m. Helloween, May 2nd, 2023, Saturday, 7 p.m. at the Terminal 5, New York. Helloween, May 21st, 2023, Sunday, 6 p.m. at the Palladium in Massachusetts. Helloween, May 23rd, 2023, at the History in Toronto, Canada. Tuesday, 7:15 p.m. Helloween, May 26, 2023, Friday, 7:15 p.m. at the Riviera Theater, Chicago. May 26th. Helloween, May 27th, 2023, Saturday, 6 p.m. in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the Fillmore. Helloween, May 30th, 2023, Tuesday, 7:15 p.m. at Denver, Colorado. Helloween, June 1st, 2023, Thursday, 6 p.m. at the Brooklyn Bowl, Las Vegas. June 2nd, Helloween, 2023, Friday, 7:30 p.m. at the YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. And Helloween, June 3rd, 2023, Saturday, 7:15 p.m. at the Warfield, San Francisco, California. And there you have it, the upcoming tour dates for Helloween and Hammerfall. They will be here in my hometown at the Royal Oak Music Theater, Royal Oak, Michigan, May 24th, 2023, Wednesday, 6 p.m. There you go. There is the tour dates for Helloween, along with the discography of Helloween. Special guest on this Lightning Strikes world premiere. Heavy metal up your ass, hard rock and heavy metal. That's right. Thank you all for showing up. Appreciate it to the fullest. An hour and 40 minutes in the show. Up next, we have the hard rock and heavy metal new releases. An hour and 42 minutes in the show. Wine Straight's in the house. I believe it's them. Yep. All right, all right, all right. 2022's hard rock and heavy metal album release calendar for all of you out there in the metal world. New releases in the hard rock heavy metal section for the week of October 28th, 2022, and we have a shitload of new hard rock and heavy metal for all of you. Oh my. An hour and 44 minutes in the show. What's Truth? Rodent Hag, Roadhog Kennel, Alpha Gaming and Music, The Video Guy, TV Popcorn, Margie TV, Carpenter, Tennessee Paranormal Sam, PPR, Paladooza, in the house. Thank you all for showing up. Loose for Words. Huge premiere today. Huge premiere. Lightning Strikes Again. We covered ANVIL biography. We covered the discography of ANVIL. We covered the biography of ANTHRAX as well as the discography. Also, we just covered Helloween, special guest today for the Halloween show. Helloween. We just went over the biography, discography of Helloween, along with upcoming tour dates by Helloween and Hammer's Fall. Thank you again for showing up, showing support to the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again with your host, Beat After Beat. And we're going to finish off the show today with hard rock and heavy metal new releases for the week of October 28th, 2022. Take a little break here. An hour and 46 minutes in the show. We just got to take a little break here. I've done a tremendous amount of work here. Huge day here. Lightning Strikes Again. Blind is in the house. Blind Straight and everyone, I just unleashed 33, 34. I just unleashed 34 hard rock heavy metal bands in my creative playlist. Go check it out. Just released 33 hard rock heavy metal bands in the playlist for this type of show. For all you metal fans out there, taking a bit of a break. Hope you all are getting educated in the hard rock heavy metal scene. Taking a little break. Some of these bands I may have to pronounce. Hey Beat, I'm here. I am at the hospital with my sister, so I will be just listening. Much love. Thank you for showing up on this world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again. Hope your sister feels a lot better soon. Holidays are coming up, and it's not good to be in the hospital. Okay, some of these bands I don't want to butcher, so I'm going to have to spell them out. This is a list of hard rock heavy metal new releases for the week of October 28, 2022. World premiere Lightning Strikes Again with your host Beat After Beat. An hour and 49 minutes in the show. It is a huge, huge show. Never before done by Beat After Beat. Metal up your ass. Hard rock and heavy metal. October 28th, new releases, hard rock heavy metal for the week of October 28th, 2022. Thank y'all for showing up. Appreciate it. I'm going to finish off the show with new releases of hard rock heavy metal for the week of October 28th, 2022. Brant Bjork, In the album is called Heavy Psychic Sounds by Brant York. The Damned is back. A Night of a Thousand Vampires on Ear Music. Dark Thorn on Astral Forces on Peaceful Records by Dark Thorn. Dead Cross 2. Defleshed. Grind Over Matter on Metal Blade Records. Decide is back. Crucifixion, The Early Years. Despised Icon. Defer EP on Nuclear Blast Records. Devil's Witches in All Her Forms on Majestic Mountain Records. Dimmu Borgir, Dimmu Borgir. Dr. Acula, Acula, self-titled album, Dr. Acula, Silent Pendulum Records. Fear Factory is back. Recoded on Nuclear Blast Records. Fit for a King, The Hell We Create on Solid State Records. The Foo Fighters are back. The Essential Foo Fighters on Legacy Records. Gehennath, Gehennaah on the album's called Brilliant Loud Overlords of Destruction, re-released Critical Mass Records. The Hunna, Hunna, self-titled album on Believe Records. Jolyn Turner is back from Rainbow. Jolyn Turner, Belly of the Beast on Mascot Records. Monroe's Thunder, The Black Watch on RFL Records. October's Ends on Phases, UNFD Records. Pale Royal, Palaye, Royale, Royale, Royale. The album's called Forever Dream. Polyphia, Remember That You Will Die on Rise Records. Remember That You Will Die by Polyphia. Psychronaut, Violate Consequences, Reality. Royal Hunt, Sophia Part 2 on North Point Records. Sodom is back. 40 Years at War, The Greatest Hell of Sodom on Steelhammer Records. Soria, Soraia, the album's called Bloom on Wicked Cool Records. Teeth, 575 EP, Nuclear Blast Records by Teeth. A lot of new releases from this band. Theron, Theron. The album's called Gothic Kabbalah, re-release on Nalm Records. Napalm Records. Theron again. Memoria, re-release on Napalm Records. Nethorion, Theron. Levitation 2 on Nuclear Blast Records. Theorin, Secrets of the Ruins, re-release on Napalm Records. Theorin again. Series B, re-release album, Napalm Records. Thought Crime, Digital Drift on Prosthetic Records by Thought Crime. Toxic Reasons, Bullets for You, re-release on Back on Black Records. Toxic Reasons, again, God Bless America, Back on Black Records. Toxic Reasons, In the House of God, re-release, Back on Black Records. Toxic Reasons, Killed by Remote Control, re-release on Back on Black Records. Toxic Reasons, No Peace in Our Time, re-release Back on Black Records. Toxic Reasons, again, Within These Walls, re-release Back on Black Records. Various artists, Bound for Hell on the Sunset Strip, box set on Numeral Group Records. Various artists, Bound for Hell on the Sunset Strip. Violence is back, Violence. Eternal Nightmare, re-release on Metal Blade Records. And we have Worm. The album's called Blue Nothing EP on 20 Bucks Spin Records by Worm. See a few familiar artists here in the hard rock, heavy metal new releases for the week of October 28, 2022. Joel Turner again is back. Joel Turner used to be with Rainbow. Violence is back, another familiar band. Sodom is back. Foo Fighters are back. And The Damned is back. So there you have it. Fear Factory is back as well. So there you go. There you have it, people. There you have it. 2 hours in the show. Lightning Strikes Again, world premiere. Metal up your ass with beat after beat on this 56 degrees and cloudy here on the wet streets of Southeast Michigan. We just covered ANVIL biography, discography, along with Anthrax biography, discography, and special guest today because it's Helloween biography, discography, along with 2022-2023 world tour dates by Helloween. You can find ANVIL, Anthrax, and Helloween in my created playlist down below. Thank you all for showing up. Thank y'all for showing up. Hope you enjoyed the world premiere. Lightning Strikes Again. Hard rock and heavy metal up your ass every week. New releases, biographies, tour dates, music industry news in the hard rock heavy metal section. Got some Motley Crue news for you. Motley Crue update. Mick Mars has retired from Motley Crue after 40 years. The lead guitarist of Motley Crue, Mick Mars, is too sick to go on and tour with the band. He is still in the band, but will not be touring with Motley Crue in 2023. The replacement is John Five. John Five is a brilliant guitarist. Played with Rob Zombie on many albums. John Five will be replacing Mick Mars on guitar with Motley Crue coming in 2023. But Mick Mars will always be the legendary guitarist for Motley Crue. He will always be in the band. He just can't handle touring anymore. He's suffering from a lot of chronic pain in his back, and he just can't play anymore. But he'll be in the background. John 5 is moving in as the new guitarist for Motley Crue. He will be your new guitarist coming up in 2023. Let's go into chat. Take care, Roanhag. Much love to you. Yeah, I gotta go. You have a great day. Thank you. Take care, all. Much love. Shared and saved. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Blind. A little over 2 hours in the world premiere of Lightning Strikes Again with your host, Beat After Beat. Hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you tomorrow for the new releases under the Pop Rock electronic section. Tomorrow for New Release Tuesdays, also known as Taco Tuesdays. Come by and show some love. Check out the new releases, Pop Rock electronic section. This is Beat After Beat signing out. World premiere, Lightning Strikes Again. Hard rock, heavy metal, up your ass every week. Coming to you live from the Motor City. Much Lightning Strikes Again. Hard rock and heavy metal up your ass. Have a great day. Much love to the fullest, everybody. This is Beat After Beat signing out. Peace.